Okay, welcome back. We're just doing the next level of the vaults, and weren't doing too badly as I recall. Hmm. Do do do. Hmm. So there's 8 levels to the vaults, and the 8th level is a lot more static than the other ones. It's pre-generated and has the same composition of enemies. Well, to a degree. The first enemies you will fight there are a number of vault guards, which are pretty tough melee guys who hit pretty hard, and they usually have really good equipment with them. They can be pretty challenging, I have to say. But if you're careful about it, they shouldn't give you too much trouble, I don't think. And I've got another gift from Okawaru, another war axe, which we don't need, so I'm going to leave that behind. Slime creature, bunch of scrolls. 3 of them. Oh, these are probably enchant. Well, maybe not. Let's identify them. 3 scrolls of fear. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, another scroll we haven't identified yet. Well, let's try that one. See what it does. Ah, excellent. So that was a scroll of Vorpalai's weapon. So our broadaxe now has the chop qualifier on it. So it does, I believe in this version it's 25% more damage. And it looks like we have a unique opponent, Frederick. And he seems to like using cold spells against us. And he's also invisible. So we have a bit of trouble hitting him. Invisible enemies are a bit hard to hit, but looks like he gave in the end. And another demon trident. That's pretty cool. But we don't use tridents, so I'm just going to leave that behind. And an Orc Knight. Slash the war, kill the war. So with that new chopping ability, we do substantially more damage with every hit, which is nice. And, oh, another scroll of enchant weapon too. Nice, so now +4, +6 Dwarven Broadaxe. Definitely liking this level so far. And let's see how our skills are doing. Looks like fighting is going to lap long axes there. It's about to hit level 20 before axes gets to 19. Armor is a long way off from leveling, so is shields. Invocations hasn't been trained very much yet, unfortunately. But I'm sure it'll come along eventually. There's a lava worm. Fire giant skeleton. It's funny because we still haven't found a scroll of Enchant Weapon 1, which is really rather amusing because it's one of the most common scrolls in the game. So it's kind of funny that we haven't found any at all yet. We found a scroll of Vorpalized Weapon before we found a scroll of Enchant Weapon 1. But now we're down to the 6th level of the vault, and there's probably quite a lot to do here. Flayed Ghost, not a big deal. Bunch of centaurs, really peppering us with arrows. But we can take them down pretty quickly with our newly enchanted weapon. Offer all these corpses to Okawaru. Feeling kind of hungry. Guess I'll eat one of these guys. None of them left a corpse. Stone Giant, Yaktara Captain. Shimmering Altar of Zon. A Shadow Dragon. Well, that's not good. We're going to have to put on that amulet. That gives us 2 levels of life protection, and we'll put on the Ring of Life Protection over the Ring of Poison Resistance. That gives us a 3rd level of life protection, so we're now immune to draining attacks, which is what the Shadow Dragon is going to spit at us. But with those 2 items, it's no problem at all. So we're just going to chase this guy down and finish him off. And leveled up axes to 19. That's good. Come on, Mr. Dragon. Oh, really now? There we go. And, okay. So we're going to put our other amulet back on. Amulet of Resistance. Which one was it? Resist Mutation. And our amulet of Poison Ring of Poison Resistance. And we're pretty hungry now because that one amulet had hunger ability on it, which means we get hungry faster when we wear it, and which isn't a good thing, which is why we can't leave it on all the time. Otherwise, we probably would have it on most of the time. But otherwise, there's lots of enemies here that we could probably eat if we don't starve ourselves first. And there's an entrance to Hall of Blades, and also our fighting skill went up to level 20. And we're now up to 186 hit points. And there's a lot of guys here, so I think I actually want to retreat, but I think the exit's down there somewhere. Is that where the exit is? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I guess I could fight my way through this. Oh, no. Orc Sorcerer. Draining me. Not pleasant at all. Okay. And a rock troll. Great orb of eyes. I believe these guys can mutate you, but with our Amulet of Resist Mutation, that's not very likely. And okay, health is back. Let's see here. Axes, 19, fighting is 20, armor is 16, okay. And another gift. A dazzling bow. Thanks, Okawaru. Thanks a lot. Okay, since we have such good piety with Okuwaru, I think I'm going to start using our abilities a bit more often. Or at least try to. It's also helpful to train up our invocation skill, which once we switch to Shining One is going to be quite difficult to do, because all of his abilities cost piety, and his piety is much more difficult to get. Okuwaru's piety can be gained simply by killing things and offering their corpses to him. The Shining Ones is a bit more difficult.